Sagittarius, welcome to Ether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. And if you're new here, we do a general collective reading for you today. So just take what resonates because the messages are general. And flip and switch the roles if you need to. But don't try and make the story fit if it's not your story. Just let it go. Okay, so we're starting off with some tea leaves. And so far, nothing's coming out. On for you. Alright, we've got the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, slowly but surely getting ahead. With the tortoise. Jeez, so we've got on the floor. Okay, so we've got hidden secrets can harm you with the skull. Something you're keeping hidden or something somebody around you is keeping hidden. You know, sometimes we think that there's more harm in disclosing, but it's a timing thing. So you might not think something is anybody's business, but you know, it may not even be that bad, but it blows out of proportion then if it ever gets found out, because it's like, well, you know, then it makes it look like somebody's guilty for having not disclosed it, even if it wasn't really a big deal. But I don't know what this secret is about. Obviously you would know better, and who it's from. You know, are you hiding it? Is it you? Is it somebody you suspect has a secret? Is this like a secret that's just being withheld with one particular person or with everybody? We'll get to that. So we've got beware of greed with the pigs. So this could involve like money. It could also just be somebody ate somebody else's pie and they're not gonna put their hand up and fess up to it. But it's probably bigger than that. It is in the center of the spread today, so it is definitely the main focus, and it's coming up in your energy because it's obviously on your mind. It's obviously something is kind of bugging you about it. Maybe you're thinking about disclosing something to a person, and it's kind of playing with your conscience a bit. So we've got the beware of greed, and then triumph over troubles and obstacles. So if this is a continuation of the same thing, maybe it's just finding the right way to say something or disclose something. This could be something that happened at work as well. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So, and once again, that's very broad. Could apply to personal life. It could apply to work life. I'm kind of feeling like a bit of a work vibe though. Like something could have been done at work and maybe a bit covered up, or there was a mistake. I feel like what the warning is here is that it needs to be discussed. It needs to be disclosed, whatever it is, even if it was an accident, because otherwise it's going to make you look guilty. Like, you know, that you were covering it up because, you know, even if it was an accident or a mistake that wasn't deliberate, it's going to look like it's going to make things worse. So, all right, we've got the Sun, first card out, happiest card in the deck. Coming up, and this will not, you know, things will not always be this way. A change is coming, a change for the better, absolutely. And the caterpillar also, it's you know, it comes before the butterfly, and the butterfly is the transformation. So this is really suggesting that you're at the beginning phases of something, kind of like, you know, like going through Hell Week in the military. It's like, it's not always going to be this bad. It's like you're going through the hardest part now, and it will not always continue to be that way. So maybe you've just started something new, you started a new job, or you know, you're going through a new bit of training, and you might be like questioning it, like, oh my god, if it's always going to be like this. I mean, it could even be like going through a phase of parenting with your children. It might have like, you know, hit a really difficult time and you're thinking, what did I get myself into? No, you're going to grow and you're going to transform out of that into the butterfly. So you're going through that transformative time, but you are in that beginning phase. So, all right, we've got, you know, you're going to be happier for what you've been through. You're going to like see the light at the end of the tunnel soon. Oh, we've got the Hierophant. So I feel like whatever you're going through and this change that's coming. Oh, and we've got the High Priestess in reverse at the bottom of the deck and the Justice. So you are going to come out of this like really like respected by people, highly respected. And you may not even realize that you don't see this right now. It's still coming in. This could be even like, I don't know, it could even be like a legal matter or something going in your favor, or you don't realize that I don't know, you're being watched or you're being observed for your behavior or how you work or how you live life. It's like you're getting this justice is going to balance out. So you like whatever's you're going through right now, I feel like you're the type of person and you do the right thing even when nobody is looking. And you don't think people can see your dedication and your, you know, your commitment, not just to yourself, but to whatever you're working on. I think that it is being seen and it is being observed. And, you know, like this is like a blessing coming in that's going to bless you for your efforts, for your hard work. The High Priestess in reverse could be saying that, look, you need to like listen to your intuition more. On this matter, but it is all going to work out in your favor. So I mean, this could be that you get to a point where your efforts, you get promoted or given a raise. You could be like, you know, questioning, why did I take this job? You know, for the amount of work I do and the effort I put in, I don't get paid enough to do this sort of thing. But you're about to be getting paid enough. You're about to be getting... Or the other part of it is, we've got the Ace of Swords coming out here. This it's like you come up with a new idea, or Spirit gives you a new idea, comes through you. You could even take what you've been learning and expand it. Or you could take what you've learnt doing the hard yards and getting the experience and go out and do it for yourself and create your own business. But it looks like there's a new idea coming in that's going to make what you're doing now so much easier. It's like a new system. It could be a new computer system. It could be just something that's going to... I mean, you might even discover something you didn't know was invented. And when you implement that change, it just like, all that hard work just goes away. And maybe you bring in a system that not only lessens your load, but it also, you know, creates a huge ripple effect throughout, you know, your business, the company. It takes the load off a lot of people, and it might even like reduce expenses, things like that. It could be like switching to an electric car from a fuel car, and all of a sudden that extra expense is gone. Just as an example. Yeah, it might be a software system that takes something that, you know, you'd have to spend, say, 3 hours on. It automates the whole thing. Or you find a way you can use an AI technology that just, like, cuts your work in half. Something like this is coming in. So we've got slowly but surely getting ahead, Queen of Pentacles. I really do feel like somebody's going through... like a training, or, you know, a place that runs differently. Like you've got to be, it feels like you're learning, you're going through a learning phase. But just take what resonates. So Queen of Pentacles, she's grounded. She's got her head screwed on straight. She's not hard up financially, not in the upright. But obviously still ambitious, wanting to get ahead. So this feels like your energy. It feels like you're embodying this, but depends if you're a feminine or a masculine energy. You could be also like coming up against the Queen of Pentacles, like maybe this is a business owner or a boss, manager, and she's already always done it some old school way. Like, and you've got to kind of work within her scope of what she's open to, what she's willing to try and change. So it might be like slowly implementing some new things. Like you could walk in to a business or something where they do it so old school, and they kind of like, you know, they don't have, like, they're a bit of resistant to new technologies. They think that it may take away the customer service or something like that, and you might have to slowly show that some changes that can be made actually improve their service, something like that. But now I'm kind of getting like this is your energy. And then you've got the Devil in reverse. So this Queen of Pentacles has taken her power back from whatever toxic energies were around her. I feel like this is you taking your power back. Clarify again. Ooh, you're taking your power back and going through a huge transformation at the same time. This is what's massive. This is what the change is that's coming. And you're just about to do this right now. If not, you're in it right now. Like this is, and the thing is, you're not resisting this change. I think that whatever has happened leading up to this, it's like, you know what, I can't, you know, whatever it takes is where you're at now. You're at the whatever it takes stage. Like, I don't care if it's going to be hard. I don't care if it's going to be brutally ruthless, because I know once I've done it, I'll never look back. It feels like breaking away from toxic energies too. Like, maybe just one particular person, or this could be breaking a bad habit. This could be stopping smoking. This could be stopping drinking, or something, some sort of substance, some obsession, something that was not in balance in your life. So it could be a person, it could have been somebody that you're like codependent, have been codependent on. Whatever it is for you, it is going to transform the hell out of it. And it feels like it could be a relationship, because we've got the Two of Cups here in reverse. But I mean, it could be just something with you. But the thing is, when you transform, if you're with somebody who isn't transformed, or even if this isn't a personal relationship, this could be a work relationship, a partnership, something like that. But when you transform, all of a sudden the people around you, or your, you know, even your partner, if they're still on that lower level where you were when you were with them. So say you were with somebody and you both drank a lot of alcohol, and then you've decided you're quitting. You're not going to drink anymore. And you're not enforcing that on your partner, but you know, you're done with it for you. But because you've then gone and done that transformation, or it could have been quitting smoking or something like that, and then your partner's still doing it, you're then not like aligning the same. And it could be an emotional transformation. Whatever this is, you are going through a full death and rebirth. And that could be what then throws this out. This Two of Cups in reverse. It's like, now it doesn't work anymore. But it's also coming up under hidden secrets can harm you. So I feel like it's one particular person that somebody is withholding a secret from. Now, it could be to do with your transformation. It could be to do with you're wanting to get away from a person, and their obsession or their dependency on you is something that you're like, you've had to transform so that you can work towards getting away from a person. And maybe this is, you're not telling them that, you're like kind of planning your escape. It could be you're planning to leave a person, but you're needing to be strategic about it. Or you could be planning to leave a job, but you're being strategic about it, about, you know, having something else lined up, or, you know, going into business. You're not wanting to just reveal everything straight up. But this is coming in as a warning that, you know, if the wrong person finds out, or if they find out the wrong way, if they find out before you let them know. Like, for example, if your employer finds out you've been putting in job applications with other companies, that's going to be really bad before you've handed in your resignation. That's going to, you know, blow up in your face. So it's just an example, but this is looking like, I mean, this, yeah, it looks like you're somebody's withholding some information from their personal relationship is what this is. Now, it could be that you're taking a job or a transfer to another area, another town, another city or something, and you haven't told them yet. So, got the Hermit in reverse. I feel like you're withholding. You're feeling isolated, or you're isolating yourself. Like maybe you're deliberately disconnecting from this situation, from this person. Or you could be feeling isolated even in a relationship. You could be feeling alone and disconnected even when you're with them because you don't feel like they get you. I don't know. It could be flip and reverse it. You could be knowing that this love is platonic, or it's like it's a codependency based on, say, addictions or something like that, and you don't have that same draw to them that you used to, or you just maybe haven't got that same love as you used to, because yeah. Five of Cups in reverse. This is like, maybe this is how you're feeling. Like you just sad that, it isn't the way it was before, and maybe it was the way it was before because there was these toxic behaviors that you've broken out of, or you just can't get it back to where it was when you were in love. Or this could be also why you're not coming forward with, this conversation that you need to get off your chest, because you don't want them to leave them feeling heartbroken. And that's reasonable and that's understandable. So it could be like trying to find a way to explain, trying to find a way to find the words to have that conversation. And look, if you need to go and get some help with that, if you need to get some, maybe like see a counselor or a therapist on how to, do that, maybe that would help. Or because if you talk to a friend or somebody and that Chinese whispers gets back around, then that's going to be detrimental. So if you talk to anybody about how to do this, make sure it's on complete, utter lockdown, that trust, because you don't want it getting out, whatever it is. Alright, so we've got Beware of Greed here, coming up with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got Knight of Cups in reverse. So this could be where somebody is planning a breakup. Maybe you live together. Maybe this is about leaving a job. And I don't know, I feel like somebody's trying to get as much money put aside as possible before they leave, whether it's a personal relationship or a job. It's like maybe even, I don't know, you could work from home but for a company, and you could be, working two jobs at the same time, but the other employer doesn't know it, or somebody's trying to get as much money put aside as possible, but you don't want to build up karma. You don't want this to backfire. This could be where if somebody is, has applied and accepted a job elsewhere, you may not give your resignation until the last minute, because you know that they're going to ask you to leave immediately, because that could be the kind of company you work for. And so they're going to escort you off the premises or whatever like that. And, you're not going to need to worry about giving your 2 weeks notice. So you could be dragging it right out to the last day, knowing that that's how it's going to go, right before you start that new job. But, yeah. These are big warnings showing up in here. You don't want to accumulate karma. This is in a future position, so you have time to make these changes. We've got this Knight of Cups in reverse here, so it feels like this could be somebody you're dealing with. This Knight of Cups could be the person that you're leaving. If you've got adult children, this could be a child that's kind of, you know, pulling a lot on your finances for things that they, you know, they're old enough to go out there and make their own money to do that themselves. But this could also talk about being around somebody, this toxic energy. This could be this toxic person and this devil energy that you've pulled your power back from, because this person is not just emotionally immature, but they're very emotionally manipulative. Very manipulative. So, I mean, you could be with somebody who's financially controlling you, and this is who you're trying to plan your escape from. And yeah, and it's and like if you're in an abusive relationship like that, then, you know, it's understandable that you're being smart about planning something out in order to get away from them, especially if you can't sort of, you know, get some money behind you to do this, or that's what you're, you know, working on right now. Try and get some help with that. Maybe you need to set up your own account and have that money put into your own account and not a joint account, so that you can, you know, do that yourself. But I mean, there could be a lot of danger in doing that. You may need to get some advice about how to go about doing this. So, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is in the upright. So, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is a couple. This is definitely it. So who is this Knight of Pentacles, and what do they have to do with this money or business? Or there could be something going on. I mean, you're both in the upright here, but there could be something going on where, I don't know, maybe this is your own business, your own company. Maybe this Knight of Pentacles works for the business. Maybe somebody's underpaid. Let's get another one. Clarify the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, to the King of Pentacles. Page of Cups. So, it's interesting because I don't know what, if you've got children, maybe you've got like adopted children or foster children, or these could be like nephews and nieces. You could be adoptive parents, or you're just, this could be your partner's kids. You could be the stepmother or father, flip and reverse it. Maybe if these aren't your kids, this could be where it's saying like, beware of greed. Like you might feel like, well, they're not my kids. I don't even have a good relationship with them, or they don't like me, or something like this. So I'm not going to bother, you know, getting them anything for Christmas, or I'm not going to go over and above, or I don't know. We can't afford it, so they can just get what they get. I don't know what's going on with them and with you. These could be two brothers. Maybe one child comes to, you know, stay with you both, and one doesn't, or there's one that acts out, the older one acts out and the younger one doesn't. There could be issues with the stepkids. You might even be at that point where you're like, I love them, I love my partner, I love all of that, but, you know, this is seriously impacting our relationship now, those kids, and they can't not choose them because they're family. But maybe you can't do it anymore. Or maybe things just haven't been great, and this could be the transition, this could be the breakthrough you're going through with regards to them. But they're in a future position, and you're over here going through this transformation. So, let's see. What's the Magician in reverse? So we're looking at triumph over troubles and obstacles, but the Magician in reverse is very manipulative energy. So you could be feeling manipulated by these kids, or these kids are manipulated, or maybe you're feeling manipulated by your partner, or you have felt that way in the past. See, breaking these chains and pulling your energy back here, you could have like completely gotten rid of a trigger in this transformation, or multiple triggers. There could have been, you could have gone through therapy or something, and that and that's the change that was coming. It may not be circumstantial. I feel like your outer world changes when your inner world changes. So something has like triggered or flipped a switch within you, and now events unfold the way they do. So something that maybe you felt like you could only get around things in a manipulative way before, or you were feeling manipulated in circumstances, that conflict is over. That inner conflict, that outer conflict, it's like maybe when somebody can't trigger you anymore with those types of things, or you've just kind of like gotten over it. This could have been where you're planning to leave a relationship, and you're feeling like, if I leave them, I'll never be able to see these kids again because they're not my biological kids, or something like that. But you've formed a strong bond with them. But clarify again. Yeah, this is where you need to use your intuition. The High Priestess in reverse. Know that you're being guided. Know that you're protected, and tap in. And maybe you've been feeling alone in this Hermit in reverse energy, in this isolated energy. You've been feeling alone. You won't feel alone if you connect with Spirit. You'll never feel alone again. So that could have been where you've been holding back. And maybe once you get that connection too, once you really tap in or take your spirituality to a new level, that could be what it is. That could be what really like brings you through this challenging time, where then you're not triggered anymore because you've got that faith, you've got that belief system, and you know that you're listening, you're tapping in, you're letting yourself be guided now, and you triumph over, and you're putting all your worries and your troubles, you're trusting in Spirit to handle them from now on, especially if they've accumulated past the point of you feeling like you've got any ability to tackle them or handle them yourself. So, what time have we got? Let's get one more here. Clarify again, the Magician in reverse, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Yeah. And when you do this, you start planning a new future for yourself. You start, this is 3 of Wands. Now you've got like this outlook. Now you've reached a point within your journey, within your self-development, that everything's kind of like, now you can see without the filters in the way. It's like you can see something so much more clearly. Now, this could be too, with the Magician in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse, you could discover that you've been under some heavy, attacks, spell work, that you can finally find a way to lift. Reversals, protection magic. Because if this Magician and this High Priestess in reverse, both like that, you could have been going through troubles and you don't even know how and why they're happening to you. Like literally you don't know why. And down here, this is where you break these off. And now they still try to attack you, but they bounce straight off here. Somebody's still trying to manipulate you and it bounces straight back off. So here, at this future position, you can't be harmed. Nothing gets in your way. Your plans are still moving forward. So you may know who's doing it, or you may just be like, you know what? I don't know why stuff keeps going wrong. I don't know why my relationship's up and down. I don't know why things are seemingly so much harder than they need to be. And just for the hell of it, you may start praying and you may start doing your protection magic, your reversals. Light a candle, burn some names, and then you may literally just feel that lifting coming up and it's going back. And then they can keep trying it, but it's not stopping you making your progress and moving forward. So it could be as simple as that. And whether that's the case for you or not, I would suggest do it anyway. Learn what you need to learn to break these curses. Or, you know, you may not even know who's doing it. You may not even know. And look, then we're going to have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. We're going to have the Ten of Cups in the upright. We got the Ace of Cups in the upright. So then I feel like this disconnect or whatever's been going on, it all just comes flooding back in. It's like you're trying to get back to the way things were before here. But somebody could have cursed your relationship. Or just been cursing you. But both of you are in the upright here, you see? So I don't know if your divine counterparts here. So somebody could just be putting attacks on your relationship. And that may be what it is, and that's the message here. So this beware of greed, and you're nowhere near this. It's the King of Pentacles. There could be a lot of money going out for these children, and they're not yours. And this could be your joint money. This could be like your joint family account, and your money's part of the expenses and, you know, the income, the household income. But there could be a lot of money going out for somebody else's kids. And I feel like that discussion needs to be had, because you're not responsible for paying for somebody else's kids, if that's what's going on. This King of Pentacles may need to, you know, take it out of what he earns. If it's a family business or something like that, though, you know, I feel like there's a discussion that needs to be had there. Well, this Knight of Cups is like, he's old enough to be, you know, making his own money or something now. And this may be, you know, where you don't need to be covering them anymore. Or he's not pulling his own weight or something. There could be an issue here within the relationship around money to do with these kids, these sons or son and daughter, whatever your combination is. So that may be an issue there too. But let's get you some advice, and we'll finish up your reading. We'll do Moonology today. Alright. Advice for Sagittarius. We've got work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio. What do you need to release? Well, whatever it is, I feel like you're releasing it anyway. So meditate and contemplate at the bottom of the deck. We're going to do the work through your fears one with the new moon and Scorpio. This could be something you've been sitting on for a long time. And maybe you're not even together anymore, you and this. This could be a co-parenting thing. This could be where the greed is coming in, where like, you know, they are like overindulging in your children. You know, you can't afford or don't think it's right to like give them a, you know, a brand new iPhone or, you know, whatever it is. Some people, that's fine, but like this husband or this father may be going over and above, like too overboard, maybe trying to buy their affection or something, and you're over here feeling like that's, you know, that's not what's best for them, and just kind of trying to like compete. So it's different for everybody. Just take it how it applies to you. Okay, says work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you're magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought, and then emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about it, about what's coming your way. Attune to the moon, have some sexy time. And time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggests you need to do that now. This could be, if you're still in this relationship, this could be this lack of a sex life or something, or lack of time together. Maybe these children you kind of got a bit of a grudge against because they're taking the time and away from your relationship, and you're feeling all alone and disconnected when they're around, and there could be a grudge that's being held there. So maybe that's what's being transformed. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope the messages are helpful, and if you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this community to grow, and I'll be back in another 4 days with your next reading. So on the 8th we'll drop the next one, so keep your notification bell switched on and ready for that one so you get the updates. And thank you so much for anybody who takes the time to leave me a like, a comment, confirmation, or share the channel with anybody you know. I really appreciate it. So take care of you until next time. Bye for now.